I got an offer from our Datuk, late Datuk David Wong, and I sent my resume and ngam my feng shui ngam with him. He said, "Okay, boy, you want to become a race driver?" People offer me about race seat. Who can refuse that? I mean, it's a one in a million chance. Hi, I'm Fariqe Hairuman. I'm a touring car driver and also ex-Petronas Syntium driver, multiple champion in Super Taikyu endurance race series in Japan, and also a few times champion in Sepang 1000 kilometers, and a few years also champion in the Malaysia Championship series. I started racing when I was 15, 16, when I was working as a marshal in Pasir Gudang Circuit. And then starting from there, I grew my interest into the motorsports. In the end of year 2000, Petronas wanted to start a new program, what they call talent development. And finally, I got a chance to be into the Petronas Motorsport, managed by our late Datuk David. During my time, they selected about 5 drivers that time, and then only 2 get selected to New Zealand, which is me and one more driver. From there in New Zealand, we went training for 6 months and almost 100 laps a day. We got our international C license, and my motorsports journey started. Being a Kampung boy last time, and then straight away to the professional arena in motorsports, it's been very, very difficult, especially for me. We grew up in the Kampung area when there's no discipline at all, and then suddenly when you come into the motorsports, you need to be very disciplined in terms of punctual, and then your fitness level, and also your focus need to be 100% every time when you go out to the circuit.
So you got kena scolded by boss before?
Well, a lot of time with the boss, my personal trainer, and then also my coach when things doesn't goes as what they want. Even if we have a small incident also, I mean, there's in the motorsports you need to be doing some mistake for you to improve, and most importantly, you don't do the same mistake twice. Well, this is a dream come true for Kampung boy like me when I got an offer from our Datuk, late Datuk David Wong, where he invited all the youngsters that in Pasir Gudang to come over to give their resume, and I sent my resume and ngam my feng shui ngam with him, and then he said, "Okay, boy, you want to become a race driver?" Man, I was 17, goes to 18. Who can refuse that? I mean, it's a one in a million chance that I get. So I try to grab these chances, and then from there just follow and focus what they want me to do. From there, we went to South Africa, New Zealand, Asia. I even raced in the BTCC as well for 1 season, and become a Asia Touring Car Champion for 2 times, I guess. And then from there we go Japan Super Taikyu, 4 times champions, and then the Sepang 1000 kilometer with the Proton R3s and so on. My first race that I won, it was back in year 2001, which is my 4th race in the Johor Race Series, where they have a Japanese driver as well that time. And I driving Honda Civic EK9. We won by like only 2 seconds between the other car, but I felt like good, man, because that time the special moment is when my father was the prize presenter.
So was your family supportive of your passion?
Well, they have to, because this they have to support me, because this is with my wife, she been supporting me since girlfriend days until now, and then my parents also, they did came to a few races that I have in New Zealand or Thailand or Asia. I mean, some of the races they came and support me, so whatever I do, they always support me.
You confirm got race before, right?
God.
How jialat? Okay, tell us more about your most jialat one.
Okay, the most chalak one, if you can see, look closely, here got scar. It was happening back in 2003, where I raced in New Zealand endurance 4 hours with the Honda Civic, and until now, today, I cannot remember how that's happened. I'm unconscious for a few hours, and then when I awake, then I realized I'm in the hospital, and doctor said I have been huge crash, which is from the data telemetry shows I was doing 180 km per hour, raining, no brakes, straight to the wall. So from 180 to zero. So there's a very big crash. The engine all come in to the cockpit, and then the seat, the Recaro seat is broke, and then the seat belt also, the seat belt mount broke, and the car totally destroyed. And lucky that I still alive during, even though in the hospital, but then I'm alive. And the best part is, after that, 1 week after that, I got race and I won. The Super Taikyu series is actually is a endurance series where the standard is a bit lower than the GT 500 race that the Japan GT. So they have the minimum race about 300 kilometers and the maximum is 24 hours. The event itself took about 7 race throughout the years. We went from Suzuka, Fuji, all the way to the Sendai and also Fukuoka down south, and then the north-south is the Hokkaido circuit. Competition level is very, very high. I mean, it's not only the Japanese driver we have also from the Australia, UK, and then I guess some of the Sweden driver also there. Between me and my teammates, I mean, sometimes I have a Japanese teammate, and then sometimes I have a Malaysian teammate, and also the New Zealand Kiwi teammate. I mean, we all work together to be as fast as possible within our lap time. Once we put on our helmets, I mean, there's no difference between us. We just focus on what we're aiming for, which is podium, so that's what we're aiming for. The best thing about the Petronas Syndrome team last time, our late Dato David, he always told everyone that we need to treat everybody like a family. The relationship between us is very, very good, between the team itself, where we can, after the race, we can just hang out at the restaurant with mechanic and also the team manager, drivers, all the way, so we can have drink together. So it's basically like a family. We stopped racing with Boss last time is 2013, and then from there we keep building relationship until the day that he gone. But a week before the day he gone, that one, he did call me, say, "Hey brother, I know you still racing and you can't get away from the racing scene. I need to make sure that you racing need to be win all the time." So I mean, from now, I think if he saw me what I'm doing with the MyV project, which is the first MyV in Malaysia to enter the Sepang 1000 km, I guess he should be very proud out there. If you really love motorsports, you need to sacrifice everything. Everything that you do, you need to be focused on the motorsport. I've been away for a while, for quite some time. I went a lot of training in New Zealand and also South Africa both. From there, I lost my, teenagers days where people hang out at club, everything, but then I got no time at all. First thing is the discipline, where the punctual time, the focus, your fitness level, everything is more into the motorsport. So I guess if you really, really love motorsports, you need to do what does motorsports takes, where one thing, you need to be away from your family, away from your friends, and then just focus on whatever you do. I think you should be able to achieve.
SLS or Z4?
Oh, both different excitement. Different excitement. I'll say SLS better because SLS is faster and nimble, but the Z4 is more raw. So if you looking for more challenge, I'll say Z4 better because with the sequential gearbox and also the no traction control like what the SLS have, I think that is more raw, more driver's car, the Z4, which is the SLS is fast, but then when you go faster than the Z4, of course you need some driving aid like the traction control or stability control, but then very difficult to choose.